I did a little shopping trip. Now, the most ridiculous thing happened today. I was going to take you guys with me because it's not a Saturday, so of course it'll be a little quieter. Hi, Yuki. Anyway, the memory card was in the computer. So here I am walking around the store showing you guys, you know, the bread cart and a few other things, not realizing that you guys saw none of it. So let me show you what we picked up and what we're going to do this week. This is actually only our second grocery shop in June. Not too bad. So let me show you what we got. We have pink tags. So I did get one of the little pizzas. It was on sale, half price, $5. Great lunch for us today. We have white sub rolls. Now they're a 2-pack, normally $1.79. So not so bad. Worked out to be what? 90 cents for the two? Pretty good. Nice and soft and fluffy. PC Organics, everything bagels. These ones, I don't know, they just got a great flavor. But they were half price. Woo! Gonna have to fix that bag. Multigrain Kaiser rolls. Worked out to be $2.25 for 6 of them. And another package of those Texas-style hamburger buns, which are normally $3.50, so half price. Same thing. Nice and cushy still. And I did buy the mini chocolate chip cookies. These were $5. Did I need them? Not really. But they looked good. We're going to have those for lunch. Now we did get some more grapes for Freddie for lunch. Green seedless grapes. They were on sale for $2.99 a pound. Not a fabulous price, but not too bad. These guys, though, I probably shouldn't have bought. They came out, what did they come out to? $8. But it's 2 pounds of cherries. I love cherries. I had to do it. Sorry. Now, once again, I know we're not buying any protein, but chicken thighs, be it boneless, bone-in, doesn't matter. It's really, really hard to find them in the cheap section, and the Superstore had these already frozen, half price. It worked out to be less than $5. Now, I do have a recipe that I want to try, and it's a canning recipe for chicken thighs, so I want to start collecting them. This won't be used for a meal. This will only be used for a specific canning recipe that I'm hoping to do with you guys. About a month or so, maybe, if I'm lucky. I grabbed some celery. Celery is also not a fabulous price, so I grabbed like the biggest one I could find. He's got some weight to it, that's for sure. 2 things of milk, dated as far in the future as I could get. Brown sugar, because we still need to make some more barbecue sauce. And the sandwich meat for the week. The sub trio, we got summer sausage, and this time we bought turkey. It's actually pretty tasty. Now remember when we went shopping and these packages right here changed from $5 to $4, but they were lighter? Well, Fred decided to get his math brain working. It actually works out to be a better value. Can you believe it? So when you go price per gram, this package should work out to be $4.40 when you match it to the price that's on the previous package when it was $5. So you're actually getting a little bit more in these than the other package per gram. Of course, you know, he had to do it, and yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. So yeah, still a good deal. So even though it's a little lighter and it's $1 cheaper, still a fabulous value, just so you know. All right, so I'm gonna put this away, and then I'm gonna show you why we bought the celery, because there's been something that I've been missing in my freezer that I have not had in there since the freezer died. And now that I have it back, I can start doing it again. All right, see you in a few minutes. So there was one more thing that I needed to pick up today that I didn't know I could pick up today. My grapes. Yay. So I got 3 more Marquette grapes. These are the ones that we currently have growing, and they are all budding. Look at that. My celery's still sitting there. And I got 4 of these Himrod grapes, which are a green grape. So a couple of these are also budding, as you can see, sort of. Focus! Oh well. Yeah, I got serious flyaway hair because it's really windy. So the Veseys clearance sale was this weekend, and conveniently, well, I have to run because I have a doctor's appointment, but I had enough time to go. So $5 a grape. Yeah. So we got 4 last year, if you guys remember. 1 didn't make it, so we'll see how these ones go. Guess that means when I get home, I've got things to put in the ground. Yeah, it's been a shopping day. Well, my friends, so when I showed you my little tiny grocery haul, I bought the celery. Now, celery, it's not something that's always on my shopping list. It's actually really, really rare. If I need celery, I'll usually go to the little grocery store not that far from home, and I'll spend $99 to $1.99, depending on the year, for the little package of the stuff that's already cut in smaller pieces. But I also know that celery is definitely not a budget item either. This guy was, what, $4.49 I think it was? I got the heaviest one I could find, but I bought it for a reason. Now you guys know, like I said, I'm trying to stick to about that $60. And last week, which I didn't show you, the only thing I bought was milk. That was it. So I went slightly over on this budget. Not a big deal either. My total spend was $67 and a few cents. Well, you would have already seen it. And I saved like $17. The reason why I was over budget was because I bought those chicken thighs for later on. Yeah, I know. I'm not supposed to be buying protein other than sandwich meat or eggs, but that is not an item I see in the cheap items very often. And I kind of do need it later on for a recipe that is going to give me more meals on my shelf. Yeah, it's going in jars. But anyway, let's get to the point. The point is, yeah, we're a family of 2. The chances of eating this entire thing of celery are slim, next to not at all, before it goes bad. But there's also something I've been seriously missing. What I've been missing is what I call my soup bag. Now the soup bag is usually celery, onions, sometimes peppers, things like that. Now the way I've built my soup bag in the past is that if I've had leftover anythings, I just chop it all up, throw it in the soup bag. But I want to deliberately make a 2-ingredient soup bag. So this is what I mean. If you're a smaller family or really working on a big budget and you only need, say, half an onion, you may not have tiny onions kicking around. You may not have celery, but a recipe calls for a celery stalk. You might just want to make a good healthy soup, a good quick stew. You just might want to fry up some onions and celery in a quick little morning hash, with some potatoes and a couple of eggs. But the point is, a bag of frozen, chopped up celery, carrots, and onions. I don't have any carrots, but I didn't want carrots, or else I would have done it. To make things a little bit easier, because you may only need 1 celery stalk or a half an onion, you can freeze them. In my case, of course, if I wanted to make a quick soup, I'd grab like the turkey or the pork in a jar, can of mixed veggies, saute up a handful of these, add some egg noodles. I got instant soup. You know what I mean? So yeah, the celery wasn't cheap, but at least it was on sale. This is what I'm going to be doing with the last of our onions from last year and this celery. Let me show you how I do it. First things first, I need a big bowl because all of these bits and pieces on the celery and all the onion tops and bases and skins, these aren't going to go to waste. We have a freezer again, so we're going to start a new veggie stock bag as well. First things first, let's take off the bottom. Don't worry guys, I am going to wash all this off too before it actually goes into the stock bag. The best parts of a celery for me for a stock bag is the stuff in the middle. But a couple of these make a good snack. I know so many people that throw the leaves away. Don't do that, guys. Throw them in the stock. All right, put these in one bowl because we're going to be washing those off, and I'll show you how we're going to prepare them for our soup bag. You guys will know what I mean when I say soup bag here shortly. Well, there we go. So this is actually an old tomato bag that I had that I stored the tomatoes in last summer in the freezer. So he'll go in the freezer, washed all those up. And this is our onions and our celery. So I'm not really sure how this went from a quick grocery haul to a easy, tasty, well, basically budget soup and stew ingredient. Really can't answer that. Haven't got a clue. But the way I figure, I wanted to share something that we do. We are a small family of 2. This would definitely work if you're a larger family, especially with kids to feed. Because if you're gonna make things at home, it needs to be tasty. Yeah, loud truck. If it's gonna be tasty, it's gonna be healthy. You kind of have to spend a little bit of money to go a long way. But anyway, everybody, that's it for me. I guess I kind of bothered you enough today. But the point is, if you get the chance to get something great like onions and celery, like on a wicked good price, and if you've got freezer space, stock bag, soup mix, oh, that's the way to go. Now, normally in the past, if I had 3 or 4 stalks of celery left, I'd throw them in the food processor, put them in a bag. Had half an onion left, throw it in the food processor, put it in the bag. Half a pepper, same thing. And I'll probably keep doing that. So this bag will keep growing. It will keep changing. And it'll taste pretty good. I guess that's it. I don't know what else to say. Well, aside from thanks for coming out, thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I guess we'll see you next time as we do our simpler life here on PEI. Bye for now.